Okay, I accidentally hit one of my other overlays I don't really use anymore. The one I used to stream on 3 channels at once, but I could probably do that again. Okay, hope y'all can hear me pretty well. Anyways, just playing the way game see all pops in. I know not everybody's probably up and around. I know one of my good old pals who used to join me in my streams in the past, Jados Productions. I know he's on a little bit of a hiatus. Well, I mean, he still posts videos, but he hasn't really done much in the way of live streams. But I don't know if he'll be on tonight or not. Though I have talked to him. We'll probably have like a voice chat on a Sunday, which will be a Monday for him. But other than that, how's everybody doing? I know you aren't really expected to see me on a Saturday. Well, as my description says, I'm on vacation. I'm on vacation until this coming Friday when I go back to work. And I needed one. It's been a while since I've taken one. I usually try to take them usually around September, October, and then probably if I take it on vacation, probably around Christmas time. But we'll see how that goes. As you guys saw the thumbnail, I did pick up some more Pokemon cards, and I got a lot here. Some Destined Rivals, which is one of the hardest sets to find. Now, I know the new set that's out now is the Mega Evolution set that just dropped last week, I believe. I did not see that, and honestly, I am not really interested in getting it right now. I mostly want to focus on the Scarlet Violet stuff if I'm able to find it. Other than that, maybe some other stuff. Maybe some, well, I'm actually plan on doing another stream again. Hey, well, we got a guest. Somebody that's, in my live chat. Hello there, the Gaming Heel, as always. Good to see you. We'll see who else pops on at any point. And also, I'm watching on my laptop too, where I can watch the video back while it's going on. Just makes the comments maybe a little bit easier to manage, as I'll be streaming through the desktop. But I thought, why not? I'm going to upgrade my StreamYard so I can actually have 1080p, but hopefully I'll get our webcam here soon. When that's a little bit better, we'll actually do 60 frames. I think this one might also do 60 frames, but I don't know. I'll have to look. So maybe the qualities look a little better, hopefully. Of course, got the trusty microphone here, so I can bring it up close, do a little bit of ASMR, maybe. But for now, I'm just going to stick with just one camera. Maybe have a second one for a card cam here soon. But for now, I'll be opening this stuff on camera. So as I said before, plenty of Destined Rivals. Now, surprisingly, I only can find the one with Zarude on it. There's supposed to be one that's supposed to have an Eevee, because they always do, 2 different promos per check lane blister. I didn't see an Eevee ones. They had plenty of these ones of Zarude in stock. I have 10 here in total. And there was plenty in stock. There was enough that where I was like, I was enough to, and last I had a crap ton of money. And even then, I'm all about leaving stuff there, collectors. To me, there was like plenty in stock for everybody else. I was like, get what I can. 10's enough. I could have gotten less than 10, but they had enough in stock. That was really all they had, too. Well, not all they had, but they didn't have any collection boxes. They didn't have any 10s or ETBs, which I can't remember the last time I found an ETB, out of all honesty. So I'm going to put these off to the side. I'm just going to move my sparkling ice here. I'll be drinking this to keep my vocal cords replenished. But besides that, I also got some Dragon Ball Super Packs. Picked up 8 of them. So why not? This is a set I think that might have just released. I don't keep up with it as much as I should. This is the Wish for Shenron set. So I thought, why not? Has Goku on the front. There's, of course, Shenron. My girl Bulma. And then also, looks like Piccolo, but probably isn't. I don't know who that is. And I got one of each of these sleeve arts. I know the pack inside I think is the same, but anyways, got that. And I also got to open a few of these. I saw these first, and I'll explain where I saw it. The checklist blisters I saw in the toy section, which I was very surprised to find those there. But these, well, some mystery packs. These are by MJ Holdens. I got 2 here that show Rayquaza on the front, and 2 that show that Umbreon. The one from Evolving Skies. I don't expect to find those in these. Probably going to find like a regular V or EX in these, maybe a Holo. Who really knows? So I'll be opening these up soon. All right, yeah, if I see your comment, you said likewise, dude, from when I said what's up to you. All right, cool. So far it looks like I got, it says 3 viewers. I'm probably one of them because I'm watching my stream currently. And then the Gaming Heel is the other viewer, so might have a lurker watching. That's cool, no problem with lurkers, but all right, so I'll put these off to the side. Also, I want to show off some stuff I bought at Walmart too. Not a whole lot, because figures were decent, but hey, say hello to the bad guy right here. Reza Ramon. Ultimate Edition, Greatest Hits. I saw this. I don't have many. I have like a Hogan one, like Hollywood Hogan, but I was like, I'm going to buy this. Why not? I don't buy Ultimate Edition. Not that I don't like them. I just don't buy them very often. I collect figures maybe here and there. I was like, why not? I would like to get some more Ultimates in the future. I would love to get the Macho Man. I'd love to get the Rock. I know there's several of them. I just don't usually buy them online, and I hardly ever see them at Walmart. So I thought, why not? I'll buy them. And then I bought a couple of basics, which, man, I don't buy basics all that much anymore. I mostly buy elites when I do. So I thought, why not buy these 2 for the heck of it? We got Damian Priest here, former World Heavyweight Champion. Currently in quite the feud with Aleister Black. So I thought, I'll pick this figure up. And I think the whole set was there when I saw them. And I'll show you the other figure I picked up. Wasn't Roman, wasn't Kofi. Oh, we got Trick Williams here. Oh, yeah, there was Femi in the set, too. I didn't see Femi, or I would have picked him up. So they had Trick Williams, the current TNA World Champion, and I got a little rant I'll have here in a moment. And it's not about Trick Williams. I mean, I have no problem with him being a TNA champion. I have no problem with what's going on with the WWE NXT feud with TNA. Maybe the fact that another country got involved with the title of the pay-per-view being changed, or PLE. Well, I guess it's more of an event. It's not much a PLE, I guess. Well, I think it's PLE. Either way, whatever it is, yeah, the Israeli government decided to stick their nose where it doesn't belong, and got offended by the fact they used the name Invasion for that show, and that's been turned to Showdown, which, if they would have used that as the original title, fine, I would not care, but come on, really, we're going to let our country dictate what we do? They didn't say anything back in 2001 when the show was used, when WWE, back when it was WWF, bought out WCW, and they used it for their little show, but oh no, now they're offended. I don't hear Ukraine getting mad. I'm sorry, I don't like mentioning politics, but it's not cool when our country just steps in. It's already bad enough wrestling's kind of being a little iffy, especially with the recent announcement of WWE taking WrestleMania 43 to Saudi Arabia, but now we got Israel. I mean, I'm sorry. Once again, I'll try to leave politics out. All right, bad enough. This year's been crazy with President Gumshoes, the Pokemon, but it's not a Pokemon. It looks like him. Yeah, with his comb over and all that. Yeah, with the tariffs, because I don't know if I want to mention his name, or he might go after me. He might take down my YouTube channel. Yeah, I have to start talking like him. No, but yeah, we're here to have a good time. Maybe we'll talk a little wrestling. Maybe talk some just whatever comes to mind. Maybe games, maybe anime. I don't know. We'll just see who all pops in here soon. Like I said, we got the Gaming Heel watching. And, if you guys don't watch this when it's live, you can always feel free to go back and watch the replay. But, open these packs here shortly. And like I said, I'll try to be back on probably either Monday or Tuesday, depending on when my other Pokemon stuff comes. I got some Japanese booster boxes coming because, man, the ones in English are way too expensive. I mean, not all of them. I know Jerry Together is pretty decent price. So does Parks, but Destin Rivals is already $400 a booster box, if not more. And the ones that are less than $400 are either one in our country that right now, because of tariffs, it's hard to get stuff from. Doesn't matter what country, unless it's China. Or two, if it's a cheap booster box from an American seller, usually it's a scam. And I even saw one where somebody had a picture of a card. Like, it was a fake card. I could tell. It was, for one, it was a Flareon from Prismatic Evolutions. And two, it was in the front. Like, somebody just opened a pack. They had a video where they opened the pack, showed the card in the front, and you could obviously tell it was a fake, even when it showed what the back looked like versus the rest of the cards. Plus, the reverse halls were missing. And anyone that buys the cards knows that the final card, like, if it'd be like EX or holographic, usually is in the back unless it's illustration or special illustration rare, which are always in the reverse holo slot. So right now, I just don't bother buying booster boxes on eBay when it comes to English sets unless it's, from a reputable seller. But if it's not, I'm not going to bother. Let me get a drink real quick so I don't lose my voice at any point. But it's crazy. And if you thought Pokemon cards are bad, I can't even find wrestling cards for recent price. Anytime I look for wrestling cards, they are overpriced. Like WWE Topps Chrome 2025. People are wanting the same prices for their blaster boxes and high boxes. And it's not even worth it. And I can't even find WWE cards at Walmart. Oh, barely can find AEW cards. Because I would buy some AEW cards at this point. And I've seen maybe some older WWE stuff from Topps and Panini go for okay prices, but it's at the point where I think I might be done with wrestling card collecting and just I'll focus on Pokemon here and there and stuff like Dragon Ball Super, maybe Digimon whenever I can find it, maybe Jujutsu Kaisen. Not a whole lot else. If there's another anime that I like that has trade cards, maybe I'll buy them. But mostly Pokemon, Dragon Ball Super, Digimon, and like I said, Jujutsu Kaisen be the only other one. But alright. I guess here shortly I'll get into open the packs. Open up some Destin Rivals. Like I said, I should have 10 here in total. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, I do want to show you guys one more thing. Because I have, like I said, I have my opinion on things. And, well, not everybody's gonna agree with my opinions, especially if you like to drink the orange Kool-Aid. Because, like I said, I'm not a fan of what that Pokemon named Gumshoes is doing with tariffs. And if you don't like it, well, I'll let my friend Deadpool here say. Oh, let me take the sticker off here so I don't cover it up as a T-shirt from Walmart. I'm sorry. Did I offend you? Yeah. If I did offend you, well, whatever. If I did it, cool. As not everybody's gonna agree with everybody's, opinions, but like I said, I don't like what's going on between the tariffs, the scalping of Poland, which, yeah, fuck the scalpers. Ugh, I hate them so much. But whatever. That's why I don't go to GameStop. I try to avoid that place, and that place already was batty before the Pokemon hype went up. I'm just so ready for the 30th anniversary to come and be done. But yeah, that's whatever. But all right, I'm gonna get ready to open these packs up. Once again, I'll make sure I have the ones I bought. Like I said, I should have 10 here. So yeah, I got these here. Yep, 10. I can count. I promise. We'll open these up. We'll open the Dragon Ball, and then open up the little mystery packs. So hopefully, I can find one of the Misty cards, whether it be the Misty's Lapras or the Misty Psyduck, which, boy, the English one goes for a decent amount of money. Maybe not as expensive as some of the other cards you get in the set, like in the Cynthia or the Giovanni Team Rocket cards. But still, I know that a lot of these cards are not cheap to find, so I hope I can find them. If not, maybe I'll find them in the Japanese boxes, because I do have a box of the Glory Team Rocket and Heatwave Arena arriving soon. Those are the Japanese equivalent of Destiny Rivals, along with Battle Partners, which is Journey Together. And I never said I'm going to open Prismatic Evolutions. I will open Terrestrial Festival, which is the Japanese version of Prismatic Evolutions, and hope the pull rates are better, because the pull rates in the English sets are not that great versus the Japanese sets. But really, I think we're going to get into some Pokemon here and some Dragon Ball. Maybe I'll start with half the Pokemon packs, and I'll do half the Dragon Ball, and then we'll save maybe the mystery stuff for last. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I think we'll get into these. Like I said, just got this Rude ones. There were no Eevee. I don't know if it's a stocking issue or if the people that like Eevee decided to clean up all the Eevee ones, left Zarude behind. Because normally, I think my Walmart stocks on Fridays, like a lot of other Walmarts around the U.S. when it comes to new Pokemon sets or old Pokemon sets or whatever. I don't know. So the fact that I got these on a Saturday and they were still there, because they could have been gone. I had low expectations I was going to find anything. So I'm happy. So, of course, look at the cute coin here, Fido. Cute pupper there. All right, so we'll put that right there. I'll have a big stack as usual of these coins. Code card if there's any code holders watching, so hopefully you guys can see it pretty well. And then we got the Zarude holographic. I don't have my sleeves with me. I might have to leave the room here in a moment to go get them, so, hold on, guys. I think I might do that here shortly, and, well, here's one of the packs we can ready to open with Cynthia here. So yeah, my girl, of course, would be Misty. I wish they would have put Misty in one of the packs, but yeah, whatever. And then here's the back of this. If you guys want to take a little time to read it, whose side are you on? Well, hopefully you're on my side. You'd be rooting for me to get the good pulls. All right. Like I said, I didn't bring my sleeves in here. They should be. Yeah, they're not in here right now, so I might have to go out to the living room where I think I left them. So hold on, guys. Let me put some on the screen real quick. I'll mute my mic. So I'll be back here. Let me see if I still have the banner. Hold on. Let me just do that. I'm going to hit mute, and I'll be back shortly. Just trying to find an overlay that I had. All right, let me just give you a moment, guys. Okay. Let me take this off the screen before I forget, because sometimes I do. So, like I said, had to go grab some sleeves. So, yep, can't forget about them because I get a good hits. And also, I thought I'd bring this to the heck of it just to show you guys a cool binder I got. Look at this Pikachu wearing a Mega Charizard. I think Charizard Y. Costume pretty cool. I found this at a place in town called Discount Bins, which sells stuff pretty cheap. So I thought I'd show this real quick. I didn't really get it at Walmart. Walmart only sells like the Ultra Pro binders. I think this one you could probably get it online, or I don't know if Target would have it, but I thought I'd show it to you guys real quick. All right, so thanks for being patient with me, guys. So we're just gonna do this where I'm just gonna have it in the front of the camera. Hopefully on a future stream, as I have a new camera I did order online that I'm waiting for. Hopefully I'll have it soon, and I'll be able to have my card cam again. But for now, well, also this one, well, the little part that attached to a tripod broke, and I was like, well, that sucks. So I kept it. I'm have it here on my laptop roll for, I guess, for the heck of it, so I can have it in a good spot. So hopefully it works pretty well. So guys, let's get this opening up and running. Hopefully everybody is here to see some good hits. You're here for some good codes. There's a code card for you coders that are out there where you're watching live on the replay. All right, let's get to it. And of course, the energy, as always, will be, well, let's try energy. So cool. All right, so here we go. So bear with me. I'm looking away at my screen. So we got a, looks like an Arvin's Mastiff. Hopefully it's focusing well. We have a Dolliv. There we go. It's like it focused. We got a Cynthia's Gabite. We have a Ethan Squilava. Cool. Team Rocket's Petrol. A Probopass. A Team Rocket's Mimikyu. Reverse Hollow is a Lurantis. Reverse Hollow is their Aura. All right, first hit of the. All right, Cynthia's Garchomp EX. All right, cool. So we start off the opening with a hit. So I'll take it. It's a card I don't have because I don't have much of this set, to be honest. I mean, I do have a little bit of it from when I found some packs at Cracker Barrel. Yes, I got packs at Cracker Barrel because they sell Pokemon cards, as everybody knows. If you can find them, like everywhere else, Walmart, Target, Family Dollar. Sometimes I can only buy a little there. Dollar General, well, unfortunately, Dollar General is no longer around my area, at least when it comes to Park City. There is maybe some left in the Wichita area, but I don't go to them. All right, got sleeved up as the first hit of the stream. So I'm going to go through half of these, and I'll get to half of the Dragon Ball Super Packs. So the stream might not be very long. Honestly, I'm not going to really talk too much wrestling. I didn't watch a whole lot this week of Raw or SmackDown. I don't know. The build to Crown Jewel, it's all right. Kind of weird because with CM Punk and AJ Lee having their match at WrestlePalooza against Seth Rollins, Becky, now all of a sudden we're focusing more once again on the Crown Jewel matches with CM Punk and sorry, not CM Punk, Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins, and then you have Tiffany Stratton versus Stephanie Vaquer. Like, okay, cool and all, I guess, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, at least it's good. It's gonna be Australia, not in Saudi Arabia. Only downside is, well, I'm not gonna be watching it when it's on because it'll be on in the morning, and I actually won't be up for it, so I'll end up missing it. And then I don't plan on really subscribing to ESPN anytime soon. I don't know. I've been thinking about it for when it comes to sports, but I don't know for WWE. But oh well. Let's get back into the Pokemon opening here. So, of course, here's another code card for Zarude. Everybody wants it. Once again, look at that Zarude holographic. Wish I had some EVs, but maybe I'll buy one later if I'm lucky to find one. But oh well, for me, it's really more about the packs than it is for the promos. I like to have like one of each of the promos. The rest are just, I guess, freebies, trade bait. I don't know if they would want to trade for them if you can't find these. Like, because I know it's just, once again, so hard to find anything. Like I said, the Mega Evolution set, and hell, that new set, Phantasmal Flames, people already are getting their hands on illegally, obviously, and already scalping it for ridiculous prices. Like I said, I'm just ready for all this to be done with until the next damn anniversary happens. But things like with TikTok and whatnot, it's all like the norm nowadays. So it's kind of like whatever. All right, guys. Next set of cards here. We got a Team Rocket Drowsy. There's a, let's see, I think it's an Arvin's Toad School. There we go. Takes a while to focus. We got a Marnie's Impidimp. There's a Buizel. a Team Rocket's Weezing. We got Team Rocket Petrol again. A Probopass. A Reverse Hollow Ponyta. All right. A Reverse Hollow Claydol. I think that's Stevens Claydol. All right. And a Team Rocket's Tyranitar. All right. So nothing really exciting in that pack, but hey, I like seeing the Gym Leader cards kind of make a comeback. We haven't seen something like this in a while since, like, well, besides Journey Together, which I haven't really had my hands on. I would like to get some Journey Together. Like I said, I'm getting the Japanese set here soon when it comes to a booster box, but all right, just gonna move some cards off to the side so I don't lose track of everything. So bear with me, I got another table off to the side. All right, get to the third pack here of this first half of my Distant Rivals opening. Now, maybe in the future, if the booster boxes go down in price, maybe I'll get my hands on one. I say maybe, and I blame GameStop because I noticed that's a lot of people are getting their booster box from GameStop. So that's probably why people are able to inflate the market. It's ridiculous. And it's like, it's nothing new. Pokemon, wrestling figures, video games, you name it. Everything gets scalped. It sucks, but whatever. As long as there's popularity, as long as there's hype, it's always going to happen. So what can you do? Well, I guess you can stop buying stuff, but some people just can't. I'll stick to buying stuff at Walmart, or I'll find sellers that are selling for retail, not market price. But all right, there's a root code card for everybody that wants it. Because that's all it's going to be. No, like I said, no Eevees, unfortunately. I'll have to probably buy an Eevee up online for a cheap price if I want the Eevee card. All right, let's get to the next pack here. So far, the only hit has been the Cynthia's Garchomp. All right. Of course, code cards don't really matter much anymore when it comes to these sets. Code cards can be black border, white border. And I noticed with the new Mega Evolution set that they actually changed the back of the code cards from what I saw somebody stream. So interesting to see that. Interesting. Sorry if I moved my tongue around. I gotta look at tongue in here. I swear, if I actually showed my full tongue, I mean, probably cover the screen. No, no, but seriously. All right. Metal Energy. I love my metal. Yeah. All right. Here we go. I'm going to try to give it a moment, see if it focuses in. Okay, so we got Team Rocket Zubats. There's Team Rocket's Meowth. Meowth, that's right. One of the OGs. Oh, wow. Another Team Rocket Zubat. Oh, I think. Oh, no, I'm looking down. Sorry, I'm looking back. I don't know. So, I'm actually looking down at my laptop. So, hold on. I'm getting distracted. I'm going to minimize my laptop real quick. I kind of looked at my laptop while I was supposed to look at my desktop. Sorry, guys. Freudian slip. All right, so let me not mess up again. Okay, so I got a Dwebble. So what's it all about? That's not a Team Rocket Zoo. I know it's not. So like I said, I got my desktop that I'm looking back for webcams hooked to, and then I'm looking at my laptop. So I think I'll minimize YouTube on my laptop so I don't get distracted because there's a delay. But anyway, so we got that. We got an Ethan Cyndaquil. We got a Rapidash. We got a Marnie Scrafty. There's a TM machine. Reverse Hollow Arvin's Mastiff. A Reverse Hollow Electrike. Okay. We got our EX. A Marnie's Grimmsnarl. Okay. Second hit. Not a big hit because the EXs they're decent. Yeah, they're always good to have. So, anytime you can pull anything decent, it's just, hey, it's a win. Plus, it's new stuff for the set. So, once again, I had to kind of make sure I'm not distracting myself with what I'm watching here and what I'm watching on my laptop because I got YouTube open on the laptop in case I need to check for comments that I might miss on the side of the screen. So if I have to wait for any bots to pop in, I have to mod, But, also Gaming Heals one mods. So if we do get spam bots, which don't seem to happen very often anymore, thankfully. It used to happen a lot back when I first started streaming. But I'm going to get to the next pack here. Second to last of this half of packs before we get into some Dry Ball Super packs. But yeah, here we go. Hopefully I can pull up something of Misty. I haven't seen Misty cards yet. Man, I mean, this makes me nostalgic for opening like Team Rocket again. Or opening up like, the Gym Heroes, Gym Challenge sets for the Wizard of Coast days. I mean, I have dreams about opening those packs again. Because back when those sets came out, YouTube was not a thing yet. Hell, streaming videos was not even a thing unless you were going like E-Bombs World or anywhere else that you were able to watch videos back when we were still going from dial-up internet to DSL. I mean, that was quite the jump back then to what we have now. It's crazy to think about. Back in my day, I can't believe VCRs started making a comeback. To an extent, people were actually going out and buying physical media again because, you know, we I guess, yearn for the days when streaming wasn't, you know, ruling our lives. That's crazy to think about how, you know, some things never go out of style as much as they want it to. But all right, there's another code card there. We got ourselves a water type energy. All right. Let's see what we get in this pack. So we got an Ekans. Team Rocket's Ekans. All right, we got ourselves a Combuskin. There is a Cynthia's Feebas. We got a Team Rocket Stotler. Oh, there we go. My girl Misty makes an appearance Psyduck, which I would love to pull the illustration. Don't know if it's possible, but it would be awesome. Team Rocket Energy. Okay. Wow. Okay, I kid you not. That's another one. So, hold on. Is there a second Misty Psyduck? Okay, I definitely was not. Oh, wow. Yeah, there is. So, maybe I wasn't tripping when I saw two Zubats. And neither one's a reverse. Is that a sign? I don't know, but I'm not going to complain. I love my girl Misty. We got a reverse holo Team Rocket's Grimer. We have a reverse holo Team Rocket's Eradicate. And a Holographic Zeraora. Now, if I would have pulled the illustration rare, it would have been the reverse holo spot. Man, that's crazy. I don't know. Maybe I wasn't tripping earlier when I saw a second Team Rocket Zubat. No, maybe I was, but I guess I brought it to existence. So I got a second Misty Psyduck in the same pack. And that's happened before where I've gotten multiples of a card in the same pack. Or when I opened a pack of Unbroken Bonds and I had almost nothing but reverse holos other than like 3 uncommons and whatever the final card was of a holographic. So weird things have happened. All right, guys. Let's get to this last pack here of the first set of my Destined Rivals Checkling Blisters. Once again, so happy I found these, and I could have bought more, but I left the rest there because I want other kids, I want other collectors, players, scalpers. They can fuck off because they don't deserve anything. It's whatever. But all right, we'll get some Dragon Ball Super cards here soon, and then after that, I will open up more packs, including the mystery packs, to see what I get in those. All right, there's the route for everybody that plays the Pokemon TCG online. Also, I'm just checking everything, seeing notifications on Discord because I had to mute my notifications so I had to distract me while I'm trying to do this. But yeah. But yeah, if I just look at it, I also just checking her updates on social media and stuff. But all right. Of course, there's Cynthia Packard here. Of course, listening to that pack crinkling. Oh, that's ASMR for some people that, like myself, that enjoy opening Pokemon cards. Speaking of that, I forgot to put some hashtags on here to promote this, but whatever. You know what? If I get like 1 or 2 viewers, I'm fine with that. As long as, you know, the video still going to be up for later for our people that maybe missed it, have a chance to watch. But all right, here we go. So energy will be a Fight type energy. All right. So here we go. For the last pack of this part, we got a Team Rocket's Larvitar. We have a Team Rocket's Blipbug. We have a Citadel. And I saw my lighting kind of change a little. A Marnie's Purloin. Team Rocket's Weezin. There's Team Rocket Petrol making an appearance. Damn, he's appeared a lot. I think it's the third one I pulled him. A Probopass. A Reverse Holo Ethan Sudowoodo. So no illustration rares in this first half. Probopass. And the final card for this is a holographic Team Rocket's Tyranitar. So, okay. Did pretty well 2 pulls, just 2 EXs. Nothing too big yet. So maybe the second half of these will actually have something good. Really good. But still, I'll take the 2 EXs I've gotten so far. With Cynthia and Marnie both make an appearance here. So, all right. Now we're getting into some Dragon Ball Super. I'm opening one of each of these sleeves. Like I said, from past experience, the pack art should always be the same. Probably the Goku or the Shenron that's the pack art, but the sleeves, you know, are different, you know, usually. So I think we'll start with Goku here because, you know, gotta have Goku here in his Super Saiyan God form. So let me just put these other packs off to the side here, and I'll get them open shortly. Of course, no code cards when it comes to the dryball stuff. Something that's different when it comes to that versus Pokemon. Pack art? Okay, pack art's a Shenron, so I'm assuming the Shenron's the standard pack art for all these. But I do like to keep the sleeves because the sleeves are pretty cool for these. Alright, here we go. And it should be no card trick, as far as I know, when it comes to the dryball cards. Like with that, the Digimon, because these are made by Bandai Namco. Well, when it comes to those, they usually put the rares at the end. Especially if you get like a special foil. Well, you do get like a, I guess, a special digital redemption. I guess they do have a code card in a way. Well, normally I wouldn't share these, but I guess if you do play Digimon or Dragon Ball Super, I mean, I do have a code card. Okay, I stand corrected. So look at that. Oh, cool. I don't remember if they had these in the previous packs, but alright, if there's anybody here that likes Dragon Ball Super. Alright, so bear with me if I do say some names wrong. Alright, we got a Rage Shenron. There is a Kabiro Toby. Okay. Alright, cool. We got Trunks here. Nice. We got Android 16. There's a Golden Emperor with Frieza. Okay, we got Neutron Shenron or Natron Shenron. I don't know. Okay. Alright, we got an Earth Erased. Oh boy. Ain't that some? There's the Dende. Awesome. And then we have a Tomogami number 2. Well, who's Tomogami number 1? No, it's good. Okay, got Sun Gohan. Awesome. Adolescence. Okay, we got ourselves a nice reverse hollow Broly. All right. And we got another foil, I should say. Not really a reverse hollow. Whirl and Spin. Okay. All right, not bad. Broly, for me, I was looking out for Goku. Looking out for Bulma. Looking out for any of the other characters that I'll be happy to pull. So as we open this right here, Shenron on here. So I'm just going to pull this open. I almost don't really want to damage the sleeves all that much, especially one with Bulma here. I'll save that one for the last of these because I love my Bulma. She's a cutie. Even though Goku's a favorite character, and I'll say Goku's with Chi-Chi, Bulma's with Vegeta, but still, I don't know. I've always had a soft spot for Bulma. Her, Videl, and Pan are always the female characters I've always enjoyed. Of course, male characters, Goku, Trunks, and these other villains like Android 17 and even Cell. Alright. So I guess if you like code cards for Dragon Ball Super, here you go. It's not very often I share these codes because I don't really do digital. I prefer the physical cards. That's why I also never really got into Pokemon Pocket when it comes to the new TCG. And boy, I would love to have Misty cards that they have in that Pocket series as actual cards. But all right, we got a Tomogami number 3. So we don't have number 1. We have 2 and 3. All right, we got Kai. Is that or Kui? Sorry. It's hard to really read where I'm at. My lighting doesn't do the best, Maybe once I get a card cam again, I'll be able to read these cards better. All right, we got another Dende card. All right. We got another Earth Erased. Well, that was a different Dende, but still. We got a Ocarina Oceanus Shenron. Yeah, Oceanus. Okay, so it's hard to read from what I'm doing. So I know that's why I should do this on a card cam. But like I said, I will in the future when I get my new webcam. Well, Dragon Balls, we know what those are. All right, we got Vegeta here. Nice. There's an Ella Eis Shenron. Okay. Nice. Okay, Android 17. Nice. One of my favorites. All right, there's Beerus. And then we got... Okay, there's Tomogami number 1. We were waiting for number 1 to show up. We have 2 and 3, and this one's a foil. So cool. And the last card. All right. It's a Novo Shenron. I can't rate any of these Shenrons. It's just hard to... I have to look back at the card while I'm looking at my monitor from what my webcam's showing me. So bear with me if I can't read some names. Like I said, that's why I said before. If I can't read a name, I apologize. Plus, I need to go back and watch the Dragon Ball Super. I know the new series, Dragon Ball Daima, just came out a while back. I'll have to definitely get on that as well. All right, we got this pack here. Looks like Piccolo, but Isn't really Piccolo, I believe. Probably somebody, another Namekian. Namekian. Ah. Yeah, I guess, yeah. They're showing a lot of. Maybe they decide, GT might not be as popular, but I guess they want to at least keep GT for those out there actually do like Dragon Ball GT, because most people don't like it doesn't mean it doesn't have fans. We all know that. So, yeah, just to point that out. And Dragon Ball GT wasn't a bad series. It wasn't a great series here, but it wasn't a bad series. All right, get into the next pack here. So, yeah, as I said before, all the packs end up being the same. So, yeah. All right. There's another Dragon Ball Super Code card for the Dragon Ball Super Code card hunters out there. So, pretty cool. So, hey, I was wrong. I guess Bandai saw what Pokemon was doing. So, hey, we'll do our own code cards. All right. Oh, Jiro. Once again, go back to Dragon Ball GT. So, this is a good. I got a feeling it was a heavily Dragon Ball GT set. And Dragon Ball Z, of course. Got Android 16. Well, Chilled. Okay. So, one of Frieza and Cooler's brothers or cousins. Oh, got Trunks here. Awesome. All right. Piccolo's Gigantification. So that was Piccolo. Him and Cell going at it. Okay, so that was Piccolo. I kind of thought it was. Dende. All right. All right. So this card here. And don't dream of resurrecting again with, oh boy, I can imagine Vegeta. Don't dream of resurrecting again. And I still got to beat Kakarot. All right. Oh, there's Cooler. Speak of his name, and he will show up here. Oh, there's Goku again. Right there in his God mode. No, we got Gohan with his glasses. all right, Gohan, Goku from their younger years in Dragon Ball Z. Awesome. All right, nice. And the last card is I got this one earlier. A Whirlwind Spin. Okay, not bad. All right, Bulma. You got something nice for us? And haven't pulled the Bulma yet. If there's a Bulma's in the set, there should be, since she's on the pack art or the sleeve art, I should say. So I'm gonna be careful because I don't want to damage one of the waifus here. So I'm just trying gently to get this pack out. Once again, same pack art. Would have been cool if they would have done like Pokemon does and you have different pack arts, but I get it. That's how Bandai has always done it. So let's see. Well, GT has went through a bit of retrospective as of late. Also, my boy Cooler is king. All right. All right, cool. I did put that on the screen, which I like to do that with StreamYard. Now you can do it with Restream too, but I'm going to stick with StreamYard at least for a bit. So I want to get back to streaming again in the future like I am doing now, at least on my normal days off because I'll be back to work next week. But, mix a stream here and there. All right. Oh, and I didn't really see this one. And Nova is a homie for what I remember. Okay. So that was your previous comment. I missed it. But, hey, thanks for the comments. All right. Hey, we're talking some anime, As I said in the description, we'll talk some anime, talk some wrestling, talk Pokemon, and etc. All right. There's one last for the moment until I get to the next set of packs for Dragon Ball Super. So there you go. All right, what we got in this pack? Okay, so got another Android 16. There's Kui, and now it's seeming to focus a little better than it did earlier. Oh, we got another Natron Senron. No, looking like a pig. Okay. Pilaf. Okay. We got Golden Emperor right here of Frieza. Okay, Neva. All right. Piccolo's Gigantification. Sonar Duplicate. Got a Son Gohan again. Oh, we got Yamcha. Okay, cool. That's going back to Dragon Ball. We got Vegeta here, Super Saiyan mode. Okay, this is a second duplicate of this one of Goku and Gohan. All right, nice. And the last one here, a Black Smoke Dragon. So that's the last for now when it comes to Dragon Ball cards. We'll have another bit to open here soon. So let me just put these off to the side. We'll get back to some distant rivals shortly as well. I think what I'm going to do now, why not? We're going to open one of each of the third-party packs. I don't expect to get either the Rayquaza or the Moonbryon Umbreon. But let's see what cards I get in these, and I think we'll see how these are set up. Hopefully, the last card's in the back. I have opened these before, but it's been a while since I've opened them. And this one I've seen before, but this one's a new one. But either way, I guess we'll see what we get. I think I'll open this one first. Why not? Like I said, third-party product, obviously, can be hit or miss. And, well, I think I might have spoiled myself. I think it might be a reverse holo. So at least that's good to know. The reverse holo's in the front. So, yeah. They don't spoil. So I'm going to keep it kind of as a, just let you guys see it at the end. But I've already was spoiled. So remember to open the back next time. All right, so... All right, let's see. Gaming Hills comment. Well, apart from wrestling and retro game, an old anime from the old days of Toonami is better. The time when Dragon Ball Z and GT have new OST from the originals. Yeah, man, the good old days, man. I mean, the new Toonami's all right, but, you can't beat the old days, man. Got nostalgia already. You got a Fog Crystal here. That is from Chill and Rain. So a lot of cards I'll see that I've already have. Darkness type energy, which looks like it's from one of those special champions decks they make for the Pokemon League. Oh, wow, we're going to have several of these, unfortunately. Okay, there is a Larvesta. I think that is from Crown Zenith. And I think that's another Crown Zenith of a Tangela. There's a Baltoy, which I believe is also... Wow, could be a lot of Crown Zenith cards in here. A Lairon, which is Crown Zenith. Hopefully I could get the focus a little better so I can see the set logos. Looks like it's mostly going to be Crown Zenith cards. Yeah, wow, lots of Crown Zenith. But cool if I pull a big Crown Zenith hit. Aeron, got a Riolu, which once again, I think it's all Crown Zenith so far. A Starly. Yeah, I'm just looking. A Salandit, once again, it's Crown. I think it's all Crown Zenith for the most part. Oddish. I'm just looking down at the set logos. In case the set logos don't show up very well on here. A Coffin, I mean. Okay, now we got Scarlet Violet stuff. This is from 151 Mew, which I need to get some more 151. That stuff's hard to get. All right, we got a Meowth, which is also... Okay, so we got some 151 stuff in here, too. Okay. Then back to Crown Zenith with Scyther. And then we got another one, Bisharp, once again from Crown Zenith. Once again, the set logo maybe show up a little bit. A Pinurchin, or Pincurchin, as I like to call him. And the last card, well, I got spoiled. It's a reverse holo Drillbur. So, all right. Now I know it's in the front. I'll try not to spoil myself before I open. So I'm going to make sure. I think I'm going to open it from here because this is where I opened it. This is where I saw the little deck box thing that showed me the cards that were in there. So I'm going to pull it out. Hopefully I don't get spoiled again. I might spoil it. Okay, I'll make sure I open it from the back next time. Might be a reverse holo. So yeah, now I know. And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. Oh, man. Not big on G.I. Joe, but I thought I'd make that little reference. But all right. So now I'm just going to move it here. Move the reverse holo or holographic. I don't know. Maybe it might be a holographic. I didn't see, but all right. We got Sagaro, who looks kind of like Hercule. Because we're going to go back to the Dragon Ball cards. Don't tell me he doesn't look like Hercule in a way. And that's from Paldea Evolved, or is it Paldea Fates? It's Paldea Evolved. And I pulled his illustration rare before. So illustration rare. We got a Fiden Aluwait from Paldea Evolved. I'm not even going to say the sets, honestly. Giacomo. There's a Great Ball. All right, so energies. Because there's going to be some energies in here, unfortunately. We got Dunsparce, or Dunsparce, as I like to call him. A Fletchling, so I think those are all Paldea Evolved cards. They like those similar sets in here. Wiglet. There's a Rhyhorn, so we haven't seen anything from Sword Shield yet. If there is a Sword Shield, there's a Carnivine, a Flamigo, a Electros. There's a Trevenant, a Numel. There's a Surskit. There's a Temple. Okay, there is some from Sword Shield. Probably from... Oh, it's from Silver Tempest. Okay, cool. A Riolu. Oh, Flamigo. I think we already saw that one. This is a different one. There's a Bellabolt. There's another Trevenant. Okay, so we're going to see more of the same cards pop up in here. Magneton. There's a Bisharp. There's a Shuckle. And the last card is a holographic Terrakion. Okay. That's from Silver Tempest. Not a hit, but it's a third-party product. It's whatever you're lucky to pull in these that, you really never know. I think we might go in reverse order, actually. I think I'm going to open 2 more of those, because why not? I'm not too satisfied with what I'm getting. I mean, they're third-party. I think I'm going to be hit or miss with these, so we'll open up this one, because that's the one I just opened. Once again, open from the back, try not to surprise myself. I mean, I'm hoping they're not full. I mean, they're doing these setup revert. All right. Okay. Want to make sure I don't see it for myself until I pull the cards out. All right. Because the special card that's supposed to be the foil is in front. So now I got to move that foil to the back so we can save it for last. So I'm going to do that now. And here we go. What do we got in this pack? So once again, I'm just gonna for save of time, I'm not gonna read the set logos. Maybe the people that know these sets will know that was a calamitous snowy mountain. We got a Great Ball. We got a Dendra. I'm sure this is a lot of Vespiquen Flames, I think. Or Paldea Evolves. So probably more Paldea Evolves and Crown Zenith stuff in here. Oh well. A Gapejaw Bog. So once again, probably some Silver Tempest in here. I think that's what's from our. I think it's from Lost Origin. I can't remember. Fire type energy, Psych type energy. So you get 2 energies per these. All right, got a cool Mewtwo there. A Vikavolt. We got a Dragonair. A Seadra, which I think there's some 151 cards in here. We got a Ponyta. We got a Poliwag. Pikachu, good old Pikachu. A Farfetch. So I think a lot of these are 151, which I need more 151 cards. A Magneton. A Nidoqueen. A Rhyhorn. Another Ponyta. You got ourselves a Grubbin, so that's probably the end of anything that might be 151. A Varoom. Looks like a Koraidon. We got a Tornadus. A Cyclozar. I think we're just about at the last card. A Graveyard. I think the last card, the foil's coming up, and it is it's a Scizor. Okay. Not bad. I like Scizor, one of my favorites, but it's a holographic. It's a regular holographic, not an EX, not a V or a V-Star illustration, anything like that. So, all right, cool and all, but not the card we're looking for. All right, so last one of these. My tip is, unless you're just starting out, you shouldn't buy these. These are a gimmick. Unless you're like me and want to just take a gamble, because you're taking a gamble pulling cards as it is, but still, just to see if I can pull it. And like I said, I already know I'm not pulling that Umbreon. I already know I'm not pulling that Rayquaza, but I at least want to see if there's any good Vs or VMAXs, V-Stars, EXs, anything like that, or even a holographic from the past. I mean, sometimes they might find a way to, bring in old holographics from the Wizard Coast days or from X and Y, Black and White, etc. All right, so here we go. The last one of these, we got a Marnie's Prize, so pretty cool. So we're going back to like Silver Tempest and, earlier, or Crown Zenith, as more of those special energies from those special decks they make for the World Championships. Impidimp, Burn Me. So we're definitely seeing probably, I think, Brilliant Stars? So yeah, we're seeing some of that. We got a Faraffa, whatever. Say that 5 times fast. Tarantula, Sandygast, a Dano, a Larvitar. We got a Charcadet. We got another Faraffa. They might be different. We got an Applin here. We got a Flabebe. We have a Thwackey. Let's say like Mike Tyson. We got a Grookey. You got to beware. Beware of these packs. Don't buy them unless, like I said, you're just starting out or you're like gambling. I think we're about to the last card. We got ourselves. Okay. I think there's one more card after this one. Yep. Before the foil. So, and I haven't seen it yet. A Toxicroak. We have a Hipno. And guys, I'm about to play a sound effect because that's actually a thing now. So hold on, guys. Let me go to media. Let me find the sound effects. Also, let me add in a sound effect if it's something good, because you guys have that option now. Let me add that in. All right, here we go. Drum roll, please. Okay, not bad, not bad. It's a Mimikyu. I'll take it, so. Now, of course, if it would have been anything bad, I would have put the boo. If it would have been something really good, I would have done this. explosion. But that's, hey, I should have done it earlier with the other cards. We'll use that for last when we get to the last pack of Destined Rivals. I'm going to leave Destined Rivals for last this time because I'm going to go back to Dragon Ball Super here in a moment. So, hey, not bad. That's the third hit, and that's a promo, actually. One of the first promos from the Scarlet Violet era. That was that Mimikyu collection, which I never bought those because I was kind of at the time, I was not really ready for Scarlet Violet. I was still doing Sword and Shield, but I was like, you know, why not? Get into Scarlet Violet, and maybe someday I might do Mega Evolutions if I do find anything in retail, and that's if I do. But I also might take a break. But alright, I thought I'd play one of those cool sound effects for you guys. So far, no new comments. Always gotta check. Alright, guys. Let me get another swig of my drink here before we get into this next set of Dragon Ball packs. Before we get into the Pokemon Destined Rivals packs and the stream. So hold on. And maybe in my next stream, I might probably put a video on the screen. Like I did on my Labor Day stream where I played an old video of me and Josho. Just to kind of give myself a break to kind of let my voice warm up before I get to like the next part of the opening. But all right. Let's get to these packs here. Because right now it's getting close to 10 o'clock in my time, so it might go on a little bit past 10 o'clock. Because usually the best I can do if I'm doing a stream solo is an hour. Unless I decide to have videos to put in for breaks. But alright, guys. Get the Shenron pack here. Let's see if I get anything decent out of it. And just like with the Pokemon packs, you get a code card. Well, except for the third-party ones. Those didn't have code cards. But alright. Anybody that does the online Dragon Ball Super, there you go. If you can read that code. If you can't, I apologize. At least with the Pokemon ones, you get a QR code. So you might be able to read, might not. Whatever. What can you do? Alright. So we've got a Giru here, going back to Dragon Ball GT. There's a Piccolo. Okay, nice. There's that Novon, whatever, Natron, Shenron again. We got Showdown in the Demon King Palace. Not Invasion, because if you say Invasion, oh, another country will get offended. Oh, I guess I'm in trouble now. Oceanus Shenron. We got Tell Me Your Wish now. How about I wish for people not to get triggered by a pay-per-view name or PLE name, whatever you want to call it, whatever. All right. Oh, hey, look at that. We got my girl Bulma. All right. Say hello for Bulma, everybody. Yep. Thank you. Thank you for being here, Bulma. Oh boy, I'm gonna have too much fun adding those applauses in. All right, we got a. I'm gonna move the Bulma off. That's one of my hits. It's not really a hit, but then we got a Sin Shenron. Okay, I know he is. He's one of the ones that was like one of the most fierce versions of Shenron from when the Dragon Balls, were corrupted basically and split off all the different Shenrons. All right, we have a. Oh wow, a Majin Dew. Not to confuse with Majin Buu or Mountain Dew. I want that's what they're going for. All right, Android 18. Okay, another good one. All right, we got to clap for the walkies. Is that gonna get old? I don't know. All right, we got. Well, here we go. King Cold foil card. Cool. And the last card. Well, hey, look at this. Oh, that might be a hit right here. There's a Frieza card right here. All right, that's pretty cool. And that's one of the regular, cards. You got the, hit points, HP, all that stuff on here, the abilities. Okay, cool. All right, not bad. That was a nice pack there. I'm not expecting anything too special with these since I really just collect stuff like Dragon Ball Super and Digimon here and there. Since, unlike Pokemon, there is a community for all this, but it's not that. It's more for the anime, I think, rather than the trading cards. Because Pokemon, has exploded with TCG, but Dragon Ball and Digimon, which I wish I had some Digimon open, it's like it has its fans, it has its players, but just not really as big as big old Pokemon. All right. Open up another one of the Goku sleeves here. All right. And we'll get to that Piccolo sleeve, and then we'll have to save another Bulma sleeve for last. And once again, like I said, I don't expect anything too big in the way of hits. And I'll have to do more to see. I know that probably might have been a secret rare for that Frieza I just pulled. All right, so once again, for everybody that does the online for Dragon Ball Super, It seems like my webcam wants to focus sometimes it doesn't. So you should be able to read that code a lot better. I keep it for myself, but I don't really care too much. All right. Oh, going old school with Vegeta back when he first appeared in DBZ. Awesome. All right. We got the Doria. All right. Once again, going back to the old days DBZ. Got a Rage Shenron. So you've seen him earlier. Dr. Arnisu? Aaronsu, sorry. Okay. Well, once again, Vegeta here. Don't dream of resurrecting again. All right. We got the fat version of Gotenks when Trunks and Gotenks first meet their fusion. They didn't do it well. We got Dragon Thunder. Okay, nice Son Goku card. I pulled that earlier. We got East Shenron. We got a cool Piccolo card here. All right. We got a foil Broly. I just shook my camera a little bit. And the last card here is a minus energy Powerball. Oh, that's something right there with the Sin Shenron. Okay, not bad. Once again, don't really expect to pull, any big chase cards unless I do a little more research to see what's in these. But hey, that's all right. Just nice to collect, more than just Pokemon. It can't always be just Pokemon. Hell, there's times I've gone to Walmart and thought I'd just doing like videos for my TCG channel, doing like Dragon Ball Super videos and Digimon. I don't know. I've been a little iffy on doing videos again. Maybe I'll turn to do videos again, but it's only when I'm feeling up to doing videos again. We'll see in the future. Maybe in the new year, I don't know. Or before this year's over, I might do a video here and there. Alright. Last of the Dragon Ball codes. So there you go. If you want to call that a code card, it pretty much is, but just different than a Pokemon code card. Alright, so we got this girl again, Dr. Aaronsu. Got our Jiro. I think that's like, the third, fourth one. And our Piccolo here. I got the with this Piggy boy. I'm just going to call him Piggy. Now with the Piccolo's Gigantification, or Dedenne. Alright, there's a new one, I think. And now we pulled this one, Showdown as King. That's when I made the joke. Wasn't even trying to make a joke, but, okay. We got a Degesu. Okay. There's a Vegeta. Alright. We got ourselves a Krillin. Alright, cool. Krillin make an appearance. Alright, we got a Penzi. Okay, I've never seen her before. So I watched Dragon Ball Super. And finally, for this pack, a Ganma. Ganma 1. Or Gamma, sorry. I read it wrong. I should have known that, but that's alright. I've watched a little bit of Dragon Ball Super, more Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball GT, but since I stopped having cable and I haven't really, I don't know, maybe I'll watch on some pirate sites. I don't like saying them because I know pirate sites are a no-no, but yeah, the way streaming services keep going up, I'm sorry, and the Gaming Hill, he can vouch for that. Pirate sites are the way to go when streaming sites just want to charge you up the ass and don't have the best customer service, yada, yada, yada. So yeah. All right, guys. We're almost to the end of the stream, but we're going to finish off the last of these Dragon Ball Super packs before I get to the last of Destined Rivals. So, Bulma, you have anything good for us in this pack? Like I said, it's anything at this point. For me, it's just to collect any cool cards from the set. Because the last Dragon Ball Super set, I still need to finish. The one that I did in a previous stream earlier in the year. So, yeah, let me just get this off the side. Of course, I'll have a lot of cleanup to do after the stream is over, as usual. All right. Might have to get in our bag here to throw my scraps in for. Oh well, like I said, I'll be doing a lot of cleaning after this hour, plus the organizing I gotta do. Alright, so this is our last code for the Dragon Ball Super cards. So there you go, and I'll have to definitely add some hashtags this later so people can watch the replay. Alright, so we got Kabiro and Toby. I had to read it real quick because I didn't recognize the card from earlier, but I want to make sure I said it right. And then the Tomagami, number 3. So I pulled 1, 2, and 3. The Rage Shenron, we've seen him before. Oh, Whis make an appearance. Cool. I see a Whis. So we saw Beerus not too long ago in one of the previous packs. Dende. Don't dream of Resurrect again. Neva. Shenron. Majin Du. The Android 18. Okay, we saw her earlier. Okay, we got Frieza. Oh, that's cool. And the last card is, okay, we got King Koo. Okay, all right, so that's the last card. All right. Hey, we got to see my girl Bulma. Not a hit, but I'm glad she made an appearance, so good to see you, Bulma. All right, so that's it. That's it for the Dragon Ball Super cards. I would say that Frieza card was the best hit of the Dragon Ball Super cards, but like I said, I'm mostly, well, because I collect more Pokemon's where the big hitters are. So, guys, we're almost there to the end of the stream. So 5 packs of Desert Rivals remain before the stream is done. And I don't think I'm going to stay on for much longer after I'm done. We'll get to the recap at the end of the stream of the Pokemon pulls, because that's where most of the hits are. Because like I said, when it comes to Pokemon, I know more of what I'm pulling with hits than I do with Dragon Ball Super or some of the other stuff that I open. All right. There's that code card right there. We're going back to Pokemon code cards, and you have the QR code. Alrighty. Now get to this pack here with Giovanni Mewtwo on it. Be cool to pull any of the big hits, but so far I've only just pulled the regular EXs. Alright. There's that code for the Code Hunters. We get ourselves a Dark-type Energy. Alright. Alright, here we go. We have MC's Hype. MC's Hype. We'll pull that full art, but either way, we're going to get. We got a Team Rocket's Porygon 2, a Team Rocket's Pupitar. We have Misty Staryu. I always love to see Misty. We got Ethan's Pinsir. Cool. We got a Barraskewda. Team Rocket's Proton. Okay. We got a Reverse Holo Mo Rotom. I think we're already the Reverse Holo spot. A Reverse Holo Barraskewda. And the last card for this pack is a holographic Arven's Greedent. Alright. So we're down. Get down. We got 4 more packs to go. We'll see what we get in these next packs. I'd like to get a big hitter of some kind. But we'll find out once we get to them. Oh yeah, I need to make sure I don't get anything. I got these other cards here on the table that aren't really from the Desert Rivals packs, so bear with me. That's why I'm looking down. Make sure I don't get anything mixed up when I'm organizing stuff here a little bit. Alright. Just once again, I don't want to get anything mixed up. Plus, some of these cards I might need for my main collection that I might not even have. So, once again, bear with me. I'm just trying to get everything organized. All right. In this next pack here, it's got Team Rocket on the front. Once again, we just rip this open. And as usual, I'm just also looking at my laptop just to see what else is going on in case there's any notifications. Haven't seen more comments as of late, but alright. Our Zarude code card, because once again, I have no Eevees. I wish I did. So for anybody that's not about just Zarude code cards, well, sorry. Don't be rude. Don't be Zarude. Alright, so there we go. Let's see what we get in this. So there's that code right there. We got ourselves a Grass of Energy. So I think I've got one of each energy so far, these packs. But of course, you don't get energy every pack, so that's nothing really new. Team Rocket's Porygon. We got a Heat Rotom. A Marnie's Impidimp. A Shroomish. There is a Fortress. A Stevens Claydol. Team Rocket's Ariana. We got Ethan's Typhlosion Reverse Holo. Cool. A Reverse Holo Rotom. And a holographic Ethan's Magcargo. So far, we are not doing so well in the way of illustration rares. And I hope that the Eevee ones that I did not find are the ones that have those usually, because if that's the case, then that sucks. Somebody knows the trick. Because I don't know. I mean, I've pulled so far 2 EXs from that first set of packs. Man, I mean, other than that, these have not really been the best. But then again, English cards have the worst hit rates. So, like I said, when I get the Gloria Team Rocket Heat Ray Arena boxes here soon, I'm going to see how those hit rates do. And then maybe someday I'll do a versus battle between the English and Japanese. But alright, here we go. Another code card for Zarude. And don't be Zarude and you hit that like button. Alright, whatever. But hope you guys enjoy the video. If you do, make sure to hit that like. And hope we get something good, right? But alright. I just had to throw that on there. If we ever have a bad joke, I'll have to throw it on there. If me and Joshua do a stream together, or if somebody says something, if we have to do a cheer or a boo. Alrighty. Let's see what's in this. So, of course, here's the third to last code card. And then we got energy here, Psych type energy. Alright. We got ourselves a Citadel. There's an Ethan's Pichu. Misty's Magikarp. Good to see Misty. Always, I mean, hey, who doesn't love Misty? Alright, we got a Mankey. We got ourselves a Team Rocket's Nidoqueen with Giovanni there. We got Arvin's Sandwich. I wonder what a sandwich is. Is there some ham, some turkey? I don't know. You tell me in the comments. Hey, Misty Starmie. More Misty. Gotta love my girl Misty. That'll be a sign. We'll find out. We got a Reverse Hollow Arvin's Toad School. A Reverse Hollow Steven Scobber. So no illustration on this pack. And hey, ooh, we got ourselves a nice Arboliva. All right, EX. You know, that's nice we can pull forward. So that may be the best hit so far. I say so far. We still have 2 more packs to go. And really, besides that, I mean, I'm just happy when I can pull a thing of Misty, but need to pull that one of those 2 Misty cards. Or a Cynthia card, or a, you know, when it comes to illustration or special illustration rares. But alright. Second to last pack here, guys. Ooh, the person's on. And, I'll have to see. There's one that sounds like a heartbeat. I'll have to, you know, put it in for, like, in place of, like, a drum roll, which is really a bongo one. But, I could always get a drum roll sound effect later on and add it in. If it's not copyright, I'll get in trouble for it. Just gotta be careful. Copyright is a pain. So, yeah. Alright. So, there's a second to last Zarude code card. If you're sick of seeing Zarude already, I am too. I wish I had some Eevees, but whatever. Alright. Second to last regular code card for this opening. And here we go. We got a Lead Type Energy. It'll be a shocker if we pull something real good, but we'll find out. If we don't pull anything good, well, whatever. Ethan Slugma, Metatite. We got a Wash Rotom. MC's Hype. We got a Ogerpon. It's the Wellspring Mask. I couldn't really read it very well. It's hard to read sometimes. We got a Shaman. We got Ethan's Adventure. Reverse Hollow Ethan's Slugma. Reverse Hollow Granite Cave. And the last one for this pack is a holographic Annihilate. Oh boy, has not been anything too good in this man. I mean, so far only 3 hits out of the packs. We got 1 more to go. So the pressure is on. And like I said, we're gonna add in. I'm gonna add that sound effect too, since it's in here. Heartbeat. Now, what I'm going to do is, I don't know if I'm going to turn the cards around so I don't see them, but I need to figure out where the reverse hollows usually are. But sometimes you can pull an illustration where before you pull the second reverse hollow. Sometimes, not always. All right. The last Zarude code card. And like I said, I think for the time being, I might put those last 3 cards off to the side. So we'll find out together who they are. Alright, so there's that code card. The last one. Hope you get some better than code cards than what I'm getting here. But hey, 3 hits so far. Got lots of energy. Well, just like the last pack. So I'm going to pull these off to the side. We'll get them here in a moment. All right. So we got Misty's Magikarp. Hey, once again, always happy to see Misty. Good old Misty. And then we got ourselves a Mankey again. We got a Team Rocket's Mareep. There's Team Rocket's Rattata. Shaman. Got Eden's Adventure. Team Rocket's Butcherbot? Or Botherbot. I said Butcher. Okay. All right, guys. Pressure's on. What are the last 3 cards? One is reverse holo, or 2 of the reverse holo, so. Alright, so a Shroomish. And then drum roll. What are the last 2 cards? We got ourselves. We got a Dottler, and what's the last one? Misty's Gyarados. Hey, it's not an illustration word, but you know what? It's Misty. Hey, I'll take Misty's Gyarados. It may not be an illustration or a special illustration rare, but this brings back good vibes back when I pulled Misty's Gyarados from a Gym Challenge pack. Hey, it deserves a sleeve. I don't care. It's a pull to me. So it may not be the best pull when it comes to hits, and I'll probably get several of these in the future if I do more Desert Rivals. But hey, it's Misty. It's not the illustration rare of Psyduck or Lapras, but I'll take it. At this point, it's better than nothing. But all right, the pulls, well, probably one of the best ones, the Arboliva EX. And then I pulled that Mimikyu EX, which was only one of those third-party product pulls. And the Grimmsnarl EX and the Garchomp EX for Marnie and Cynthia, respectively. And that's it. Not too much else. Of course, the Frieza card was probably the best for the Dragon Ball Super stuff, and then there were some other decent ones. But yeah, that's really about it, guys. I'm going to get ready to wrap it up, get her swig my drink, and then I will call it a day here on the stream, but I'm going to try to be back here soon, so hold on just a moment. But yeah, depending on when those boxes arrive, and they're coming from the same seller, so I should get them on the same day. If it's Monday or maybe Tuesday, I might do it Tuesday. Now, no guarantees I'm going to be doing this with anyone else. I would love to have my pal Josho back, but the time difference and things going on with his real life. I know he's also been doing some stuff. I'm not going to dive into that. That's more on him if he wants to talk about personal stuff, anything relating to health or anything else that's going on. That's, once again, that's his business and his business only. Besides people he tells in confidence like me and anybody else he tells. But if he does come back on soon, cool. And we might do a stream on the RHC or Jeffrey Live channel, or it could be on this channel. But other than that, I'll keep the solo streams here on this channel, the main Revolution Cowboy channel. I don't know about the TCG channel, if I'll do a stream there in the future, but I might keep that channel related to videos. But other than that, guys, I'm going to get ready to wrap it up. So thanks to the Gaming Hill, as always, for being here in the comments, or anybody else that watched. If you're watching on the replay, or if you're watching it, if you watched it live, make sure you give it a like. And yeah, that's really about it, guys. So guys, thanks for watching. Rock on. Keep collecting. Stay safe. And I hope to see y'all soon. I butchered it. That's what sucks to do live. Hope to see y'all soon. Whenever I do a next stream, it could be this Tuesday, like I said. Stay tuned. I'll post a community update. But that's it, guys. Take it easy. Let me just put some on the stream real quick. There we go. And that's it. And I'll put some music and we'll end the stream there.